ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe. Go hug it out. Come on. Go. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another NECA Toys action figure review on the San Diego Comic-Con 2019 NECA Toys exclusive of DC's Superman and the Alien figure. If you're trying to pick this up, you can do so at a Comic-Con, at San Diego Comic-Con maybe, but you can get your other NECA Toys at Megalopolis, City of Collectibles, where you can pick up your Marvel Legends and all kinds of other action figures. They have their daily deals and an awesome rewards points programs. Check them out. Link in the description below. Now, I did get both sets over here, and they both look fantastic already. You could feel the Superman logo right over here, and you could feel the egg right over there. Looking pretty cool. Not much really going on with the packaging, though. That's just flat black on both sides and on the back and on the top, and not even the people responsible for the figure at the bottom. But you get this Velcro holding this together, and nothing over there. But you can see both figures right inside. So yeah, man, I'm stoked for this. Let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Superman and the Xenomorph figure out of the packaging. And I'm really happy with the Superman for the most part. I do definitely have a couple of gripes that I will address, but I first want to talk about this Alien figure right over here, which is already kind of he has no ankle pivot, man. What am I gonna say? Okay, it's a little bit frustrating, but other than that, pretty cool looking piece. So let's get a closer look. So here's our Darkhorse Comics Xenomorph, looking pretty good over here. I do like this design. The purple looks really nice, especially with this black fading going on right over here. I feel like there is a little bit of a gap just on the left side of the crest. I like the silver paint that we're seeing for the teeth. We get some nice brown paint mixed over here. I really love the detailed sculpt. It does look really good. I just don't really like trying to pick the tiny little mouth out of here, so I'm on a time crunch, so I'm going to probably mess with that more off screen. But looking at the shoulders over here, I like the paint. Nice brown over the black. Looking really good. I like the gray with the black mixed in there too. Here's the back, and I do like the neck articulation right over there. Looking pretty cool. Man, I love the detail on these, and yeah, the glossy paint really makes it stand out even more, you know, so that looks really good. Loving that. Long fingers over here, and then here's looking to get some nice colors right over there, you know, with the peach color right there and some brown over it. So yeah, pretty good looking Xenomorph. It's just the articulation is just very, very frustrating. But looking at the tail, looks gorgeous. Can't really say anything bad about the sculpt at all. It looks awesome. Or the paint for that matter either. Now, as always, I recommend you heat up your NECA Toys figure before trying to pose them around or bend the articulation too much. You can get the head to move up a little bit. We get a neck hinge in there. I did find like the paint kind of keeping that from moving up as much as I wanted to, and I did pop the head off, but it does go right back on there. It's just on a ball peg, but you can move it downward pretty easily, and I can get him looking upward without it falling off. It'll look up like that, so that's pretty cool. You can move the jaw downward. The tiny little mouth in here is kind of a pain in the butt to get out, and I have not been able to actually get that out of there because it keeps running into the top jaw. You get side-to-side motion, a little bit of head pivoting right over here. Shoulder moves outward that much and moves down, and you can rotate this a full 360. You get an elbow swivel, double jointed elbows, both wrists turn side to side and hinge up and down. And then you also get a diaphragm joint that turns side to side, a little bit of diaphragm wobbling, crunches forward a little bit and back. And then you get hip joints that move outward, and then it'll kick forward quite a bit and back as well. You get a thigh swivel right here, double jointed knees, and you get this kind of, you know, like raptor ankle hinge right here, and you could rotate that. And then you only get rotation side to side right here at the very bottom, which is the worst part of this figure. It really needs ankle pivot, but it has toe articulation, but it doesn't have ankle pivot. You gotta give it ankle pivot. We also get tail rotation over here and a thick bendy wire all the way through this tail. It goes all the way to about right here. Yeah, that's like about the last bit I'm seeing it, which is still pretty good, man. So yeah, not too bad. So here's all the accessories that we get with Superman, and this is a very nice assortment. I really like this a bit. You get the fisted hands, you get the wide open flying hands over here, which don't look too bad, but they do kind of flay off to the side a little bit more than I'd like them to. And then we're going to get a closer look at the regular head sculpt in a minute, but we have this one right over here, which looks very cool. You get the curly Q right over there. Nice blue paint mixed in with the hair. A little bit of flaking from the hands, so you can see some of that on my review station. But yeah, you get this whole gritting teeth look on the figure. It looks really nice with that paint. I do like that flesh tone. So you kind of have like the I-beams kind of going just very short range right over there. And then we have the long range one right over here, which looks incredible. I really like this a lot. Nice plastic right over here. It looks really good. And when I put this in, it's actually these two notches right here kind of like tell me that it's going to be facing upward, where when you have three, that's going to be facing downward. So that's how I remember anyway. But yeah, you just port that in like that, and it looks awesome. I love that. Awesome laser beam effect from the eyes. Just looks too freaking cool, man. I love that. I like how it just stays up all the way through. That's just too great. I love that. That's awesome. And I like the sculpt right over here at the very end of it. That looks really good too. So yeah, very cool effect piece. Very happy with this. That's awesome. I love how this figure looks. Bronze Age Superman is my favorite design for Superman, and this figure looks incredible. I mean, that head sculpt, I love it. It looks great with the flesh tone. The eyes look really good right there. I like the eyebrows. It looks kind of angry, a little bit scary. And the black hair looks really good. Very glossy paint. You get some blue mixed in there, just like the other head sculpt. I like how you can see how it's cut really low right there with the shirt. And then I do have this little gripe right here with the cape. You know, this is peeling off on the left side, so that's unfortunate. I feel like the cape is just not going to hold up anymore. And I love having a cloth cape on this figure. That makes me so happy. But it's just not looking like it's going to hold up really well, so I don't know what I'm going to have to do to try to fix that. But I do love having the yellow S right there. That makes me very happy to see. Hits that nostalgia spot. I love this cloth cape too. Aside from it just not fitting in there correctly or just not being placed in there, I don't know what I got to do to fix that. But a nice Superman S right here. And I love how we have this dark blue over the lighter blue throughout. It's this very delicate shading. You can see it going across the arm right there. You can see a darker blue color on the hinge, and then it gets light right there. So that's a little irksome, but you know, if it's the price to pay to have that shading, I do like it. So it's not too bad. It's just on the very top of the figure. I really like how the musculature looks on the figure. It looks really good. Super buff Superman. And I just put a fisted hand on the right side so you can see that and maybe see a little bit what I'm talking about. On the left side right there, how the hand kind of just comes out away from him a little bit. It's kind of weird, but yeah. This guy's little Speedos right there. You got your Superman butt, Superman back right there once again. And then looking at the thighs, looking very good. Got these little scratches, I guess. I don't know. It's in the plastic. But yeah. Not looking too bad over here. I do like it, and get the calves. And then he has peg holes at the bottom of his feet. So I do wish the Superman figure's head could look up more so. I mean, he is the flying hero, and man, yeah, that's as far up as he's gonna look. So that's a bit frustrating. He will look down that much. You get side-to-side motion and a good amount of head tilting right there. So yeah, quite a bit. Shoulders move outward that far, and they move down, and you can rotate a full 360 right here. One thing I do like is that the way this is cut in here into the chest, you do get the ability to move the arms inward quite a bit, so that's pretty cool. And you get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then both sets of wrists turn side to side and hinge up and down. You're going to experience paint and chipping for sure. Abs crunch forward that much and back only a little bit. Waist swivel kind of runs into the belt a little bit over here. It's not made in a way where you could kind of shift it out of the way of the waist joint, so it's a little tricky to work that. Hips move outward very far so you can do the splits, and he will kick forward that much. You can see we get that soft material right here for the Speedos, but he'll kick forward that much and back that much. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, and then the boots do rotate side to side. Ankles move down, ankles move up. He does have ankle pivot, and he does have toe articulation. This one's stuck for me though. Yeah, I tried heating this up so many times and it's still not moving. I think there's actual plastic molded to the rest of the foot. So yeah, I need an X-Acto knife and start, you know, chipping this away. Now to measure out these two figures, you can see that the Superman figure is at about 7.5 inches tall, and the Xenomorph is around 9. It could probably stand at about 10 inches tall if you wanted to. And just for fun, here's the Darkhorse Xenomorph alien next to the Snake alien, which I love. I really liked this toy back in the day, and I like this new one too. And then for your Superman comparison, we have the DC Multiverse Super Friends or Superpowers Superman with the cloth cape. Then we have the DC Direct from back in the day, Justice League version. Then here's the new NECA Toys version. And you have the Christopher Reeve version right over there. And then here's our Darkhorse alien next to our DC Comics Superman. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Oh man, I wish I could fly like you, Superman. Huh? Could you teach me how to fly? Huh? Please, Superman? So while I had my gripes with this 2-pack set, I still am very happy with the Superman over anything else. The alien figure does bother me though. I just wish it could stand a whole lot better. It's actually been quite frustrating to deal with throughout the course of the review just because he does not stand very well. He doesn't have the ankle pivot. Said it numerous times, so yeah, that bums me out. But the Superman figure was the reason why I bought this 2-pack set in the first place, and I love the Superman figure. So at the price point around $60, I'm giving this a sud rating of...
It's not so bad.
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. Hit that like button if you liked the video, and hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you have not already. And a big thanks to all these people over here that support this YouTube channel over on Patreon. Your contribution is very much appreciated and it helps this channel keep on going. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at toynewseye.com. And don't forget to follow me over on the social media on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figure.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.